What's up, dude? Straight Shootin LJA here, and you know what? Even though I did one recently, it's time for another Straight Shootin Rant. And you know what? I wanted to weigh in on the Raheem Sterling gun tattoo controversy and just say how stupid and how ironic the whole thing is. Irony is going to be my key word for this, because have you noticed the irony that when the parasitic media, as I like to call them, want to vilify someone, they will go to great lengths to do it, and then those who support them will go to great lengths to justify and also advocate it. Now, the reason why I bring that up is because, you know what, I don't know if anyone else has noticed. I'm hoping I'm not the first. I'm guessing I'm not. But before, and just before any major tournament in this country, the English press, or as I call them, the parasitic media, just so happened to come out with some bullshit story. And by the way, yeah, there is going to be a bit of colourful language or profanity, if you will, in this. They always seem to come out with some bullshit story to try and tear the players down. And it's like, you know what? I'm with Gary Lineker when he said, oh, it's unpatriotic and just sad when the media tries to do it, because it happens all the time. It's like before the 2006 World Cup. Yes, there was corruption at FIFA. Of course, anyone with half a brain knew that. But the fact of the matter is, they waited until right before the tournament to release a documentary about it. And it's like, and then flooding the front pages with it as well. It's like, it's absurd. It's absurd. But the fact is, with this Raheem Sterling gun controversy, at the end of the day, it's a tattoo. People get tramp stamps at the bottom of their back. They get their kids' names. It's I've got nothing against it. Personally, I've got nothing against people getting tattoos. Get a tattoo of whatever the hell you want. It's your body. So it's one of them ones where it's like, I said, the whole thing is just legitimately absurd. And the thing that really gets me is just the pure fact that Raheem Sterling has explained his tattoo, and he's been like vilified for it. I mean, some people like these anti-gun campaigners coming out and saying, oh, he should be dropped from the England team, get it lasered off. It's like, dude, it's like, have you seen the context that he's provided to why he's got that tattoo? And also the fact that it's bloody unfinished. It's like, it's an unfinished tattoo you're getting your panties in a wad about. And it's like, I understand the viewpoint of people saying, oh, footballers are role models, but I've always said that they should not be role models. I've always said it. For those who listen to Pitch Talk podcasts and also the live shows, for years I've said footballers are not role models, nor should they be, nor should they be expected to be. Just because they make a lot of money, they should be role models. No, bun that. I'm sorry, but no. It's like, I love football. Don't get me started on how much I love watching it and playing it. But guys kicking the ball around should not be seen as role models, not by default. If they do great things, like setting up schools in the countries they're from and all that, and doing community outreach schemes, yeah, fine. Role model, yes, there. Because there's actions that can back up justifying them being role models. But it's like, no. But otherwise, no. But for me, it's a case of, I said, the parasitic media and their double standards are hilarious to me. Because it'd be a case of, they'll go after someone like Sterling for having a gun tattoo on his calf. And it's one of them ones, for me, the absurdity kind of it is the pure fucking fact that if he didn't, like, you wouldn't actually see the tattoo on a general basis. You actually wouldn't see it. It's one of them where it's like, the way it was seen on Instagram on Raheem Sterling's post is because he was wearing low socks. But whilst he's playing football, you wouldn't even see it. So people are complaining about some shit that if he didn't show it, whether intentionally or not, people wouldn't even know it's there. So how the fuck are you getting annoyed about that? And secondly, it's a case of that the context that Sterling gave about his father being murdered when he was young, and he shoots with his right foot, and also the fact that he also said about, oh, I don't ever want to touch a gun. Right, this actually fair justification. I mean, what other justification have people got for tattoos like laugh now, cry later? What about that stupid shit? And it's like, it's absurd. It really fucking is. But you know what? Yeah, to add to the absurdity that I was just mentioning a second ago, it's just one of them ones where you know what was a disgrace, what is and was and will forever be a disgrace. I love the fact that there's a Twitter user who actually has compiled a load of times when the media, or as I call it, the parasitic media, have gone after Raheem Sterling specifically. And you can see it's specific. And it's like, wow, the dude goes to Poundland to get some batteries and you're burying him for that. It's like, dude, you do understand how rich people stay rich. They're the most frugal people in the world. It's like MC Hammer. He wasn't rich for long because he was putting marble taps in his house. That's how you squander it. But then dude goes to Greg's for breakfast, and it's like, you're burying him for that. It's like, really? It's like, dude, it's like, how are you gonna bury someone for trying to save their money and spending it in a responsible fashion? He buys his mum a sink out of his own money. He buys his mum a house when she's basically raised him as a single mother. If I got rich tomorrow, I'd love to buy my mum a house as payback for every sacrifice, for every time she's had to buy extra shoes because I've worn out the ones that I had to go to school in, for the time when she bought my Nez the day after my sister was born, for them kind of sacrifices and more. I would love to do that. So fuck the parasitic media for trying to fucking bury Raheem Sterling every fucking chance they get. And I personally know why they're doing it. I know why they're doing it. Because it's a case of, he's a young black man and he's successful. And people can't fucking take it. People can't take it. The parasitic media can't take it. They just can't take it. They really can't. It's like, he's young, he's black, he's successful, and he's not selling drugs. So you all know why I think the parasitic media have got such a hard on for burying Raheem Sterling and cats like him? He's 24 years old, he's making thousands of pounds a week, millions a year, and he's not doing it through selling drugs. He's not doing it through killing people with guns. He's not doing it that way. And the parasitic media can't fucking take it. You know what? Fuck the Sun newspaper, fuck the Daily Star, fuck the Daily Mail, fuck all of these so-called legitimate news media outlets who want to try and fucking bury a young, successful black man. Because you know what? The way you look at the whole, but you know, I'm gonna put this into a bit of perspective, because the royal wedding, May 19th, 2018, the royal fucking wedding, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. I personally didn't care about it, don't care about either of them. If they're getting married and they're happy, good. Love to see people happy, but I personally, it's not my kind of thing. But if people want to celebrate it, fine, celebrate it. But the fact of the matter is, the Monday after, the Grenfell Tower inquiry started. But all these bullshit fucking media outlets, you know what they did? Oh yeah, we've got a 25-page spread on the royal wedding. So where the fuck is the coverage of one of the biggest, if not the biggest, national tragedy and national disgrace of modern times, the Grenfell Tower fire? Where the fuck is the coverage of that inquiry? You want to fucking bury it on page 20? Fuck you. It's like, nah. And then, but then when it comes to Raheem Sterling getting a fucking tattoo of a gun commemorating his father who was murdered when he was young, you want to put that, you want to plaster that all over the back pages and all over the front pages. Fuck you. Sorry, but no. Fuck you. Sky Sports, Daily Mail, all of them, bad as they each fucking each other. And also, it's one of them ones. Fuck Piers Morgan too. Because this guy has some fucking nerve coming out and trying to bury Raheem Sterling when it's like, hold on a minute, motherfucker. Weren't you editor of the Daily Mirror? Weren't you an editor when all this phone hacking scandal was going on? So you're scum anyway. In a field full of low people, Piers Morgan is fucking scum. Piers Morgan is almost as bad as fucking Kelvin McKenzie. And if you don't know that name, well, it's a case of look up the Hillsborough disaster. You'll quickly find out what these parasitic media pricks are fucking like. With their fucking double standards, hypocrisy and bullshit. So you know what? Sky Sports have got some fucking nerve too. Sky Sports really have fucking nerve. Because you know what? It's bad enough that these parasitic media outlets, I mean, I saw it during the Patrice Evra, Luis Suarez racism case, where I read 70 plus pages of that report. And you know what? There was so much bullshit from the media. There was so much shit that was not reported and or misreported during that case. It was fucking hilarious. And because people are so lazy, generally, a lot of people are fucking lazy. And they don't even read past the headline. And it's one of them ones where, and so the parasitic media, they know that. And they play off that. And people fucking believe what they say and take it as gospel, even knowing that. You can tell people till you're blue in the face, and they look at you like, they look at you like you're the fucking idiot. Nah, fuck that. If you're dumb enough to not realize you're manipulated every day by the parasitic media, then fuck it. Then fuck it. Ignorance is bliss, and because of that, well, based on that, some people must be in fucking heaven. But it's one of them, as I said, Sky Sports have got some fucking nerve, because Raheem Sterling on Instagram explained, and Kyle Walker, props to him, his teammate, his Man City teammate and England teammate, Kyle Walker was like, yeah. To those who think it was fabrication, that Sky Sports News actually changed the quote that Raheem Sterling put on Instagram. He put up proof of the original one. That's how you know these fucking legitimate news media outlets are scum. And they should not be believed. Because at the end of it, because it was one of them ones where instead of Sterling's quote reading about, never touching a gun, they said, they changed it to read, never touch a gun again. And it's like, you fucking scumbags. You fucking scumbags. And I said, the parasitic media seem to have some sort of hard-on for fucking around with Raheem Sterling anyway. And it's like, the fuck is wrong with you? So what the fuck is wrong with you? And I said, people believe this shit like it's fucking gospel as well. It's embarrassing. People, wake up. Don't believe these parasitic bullshit media outlets. They're all fucking agenda-driven. If there's no quotes in an article, don't fucking believe it. And even if there are quotes, chase them up. See what's actually being said. The headline never tells you what's said. Never does. All they're trying to do is just bait you in on the hook. And it's bullshit. So as said, I'd like to reiterate, you know what? Fuck Sky Sports / Sky Sports News for what they did, changing quotes. Fuck Piers Morgan. It's one of them ones. Gary Lineker, buddy Kyle Walker, Dan Walker. Props to them for fucking defending the Sterling thing, because it's so sad that people get this pissed off about someone having a fucking tattoo on their leg that, as said, you wouldn't even see. Like, if you people talking about, billions of people look up to him as a role model, and billions of people are going to see the tattoo during the World Cup. No, they're not. It's on his calf, and he wears his socks high up. You wouldn't have fucking seen it anyway. It's just bullshit. But you know what? For people who get pissed off at someone having a fucking gun tattoo on their leg, which is actually commemorative, you know what? You can kiss my ass. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. From the top of my head to the tip of my toes, kiss my ass. Because you are fucking getting pissed off about the wrong fucking things. It's one of them ones. Universal credit and the shaft job that is. Get pissed off at that. Get pissed off at what the government are doing to you every single fucking day. Not some Premiership footballer getting a tattoo on his leg that's commemorative. It's one of them ones. Get pissed off at the Grenfell Tower tragedy and the parasitic fucking media smear campaign that's going on with that. That's what you need to be getting pissed off about. Not a guy getting a tattoo on his leg. You know what? I've been Straight Shootin LJA. And that, my friends, is my opinion. Comment section below. Love to hear what you think about this controversy as well. Or so-called controversy. Thanks for your time, peeps.